Do you ever wonder how to do Pilates after a C-section? Like, what exercises are safe? What exercises should you be doing after surgery? And how do you progress those exercises to get back to a full Pilates practice? Well, wonder no more because this next video is put together just for you. It's going to start with routines of small introductory safe Pilates movements after a C-section, but it's going to layer on little bits of variations until you are challenged with what really looks like the old Pilates exercises you used to do. All right, so without further ado, get on your mat and watch this.
Okay, so we're just going to start off with a quick belly breath, just making sure that we have a good connection with our low tummy, resting the forehead on the hands. We're going to take a nice deep breath into the low belly, thinking of a puddle growing on the floor. On that exhale, we're going to be a sponge. We're going to soak up that belly, gentle lift off of the floor with that exhale. Tummy is lightening. Inhale. Think of that sponge emptying the water back onto the floor. So we're really growing nice and wide. Exhale. Soak it up. Inhale. Into the nose. And on that exhale, see if you can also keep the mouth closed. Exhaling with the mouth closed, really thinking of that nice low ab connection. We're going to go into breaststroke prep for anyone that's familiar. If you're not, that's totally fine. So we're going to connect with the back of the body. We're going to find those shoulder blades. The first movement with breaststroke prep is we're actually going to bring those shoulder blades slightly together in the back. Elbows are going to start to lift. We're going to keep that low tummy nice and strong. This is like your athletic breathing. We're keeping that low tummy nice and connected. Hover the forehead and the hands off of the mat. And then we're going to come back down together. So big inhale. That big puddle is still there. We're going to soak up that puddle. Lifting, bring the shoulder blades back. Elbows coming up. Forehead lifting off. We're looking for a little bit of stretch in that front body. So this is part of Jeanette's front body opening. Everything comes down together in one piece. Big inhale, one more like this. Exhale, gather the tummy, gather the shoulder blades, lift and hover the elbows. We're thinking of keeping the gaze on the floor so the neck doesn't really crane forward. We're just looking down. And then back down together, everything. All right, if you've got your ball, we're going to take the ball, we're going to stick it underneath one ankle. If you don't have a ball, roll up your bath towel, stick it under there, or just like yoga block is fine. Probably this side, this sort of longer width of the yoga block is also fine here. So I'll give you a minute to kind of figure out what works best for you. I'm going to have my ball ready here. So we're going to connect with our glutes and our low tummy now. So finding that breath, big melting puddle, inhale. Exhale, gather up the tummy, gather the glutes. What we're going to do is we're going to lift that knee right off the mat by finding that glute. And then let it come back down. Relax the leg, nice jello spaghetti leg. Inhale. And then exhale, gathering that glute nice and tall. Find that bum muscle. Thinking of that front part of the hip opening up, right? We're finding these muscles here. The quads are awake. And then we're going to let it go and relax. So do one more like that. We're going to inhale. Big belly. And then exhale. Find the tummy, find the glute. And we're going to stretch right through here. Okay, so if you feel like that's not much of a stretch for you, and I'm hoping it's not. Is anybody having a lot of trouble with that one, just the leg lifting? Is anyone feeling tight there? No? Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of a twist.
Ellen, can I just ask? You're doing one leg at a time, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And then we're going to do the other side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Is that okay? Okay, cool. All right. So we have our ball. We are back on our tummies. We are going to do those two things together. We are going to do breaststroke here and the leg lift. So we're going to start with that belly breath. Nice and broad, big puddle on the floor. Soak it up. Gather the glutes. Gather the shoulder blades. Hover, hover, hover. Big front body opening here. And then come back down. Everything is relaxed. And again, big breath. Inhale, exhale, pull it all together. Lift the tummy. The low tummy should be nice and light with this. So we're feeling some nice stretch. The leg that's relaxed should actually be relaxed. So we want to make sure there's no sort of tension creeping into those quads. If this is not too much stretch for you, we're going to add a twist. So we're going to find that low tummy again. And find that low tummy with that exhale. Find those glutes, gather those shoulder blades. Here we are in this nice straight position. We're going to turn the upper body away from that ball. Add some twist here. And then come back down. Find the floor. Everything is quiet. One more time. Find that low tummy. Gather, gather, gather. Gather the glutes. Gather the shoulder blades. Elbows hover, lift and twist. If you feel like you need more stretch than this, we're going to add that little bit of a windshield wiper with the leg. So if everyone can see my leg here, that's on the ball. It's right underneath my ankle. We're going to allow it to come out to the side and then bring it back in. All right, so we're going to inhale. Exhale, gather, find the glutes, straighten the leg, shoulder blades together, come up and hover. From here, we're going to twist. Hold that twist, send the ball away, and then bring it back in. Upper body rotates to neutral, and come back down. One more, last one. Inhale, gather and lift. Everything comes off. Twist away, leg drifts out to the side, and then bring it back in. So nobody should be feeling this in their low back. There should be a lot of low tummy work, a lot of stretch perhaps, and I'm hoping some scapular work as well. The breath is really there to facilitate that core connection. Ideally, we should be able to eventually remove the breath from the core connection. I'm just keeping it really simple. The breathing is really just a suggestion just to keep you safe. And then we will get going. So from here, we're just going to start with that nice breaststroke prep. So we'll just do 3 from here. Inhale. And then exhale, gather the low tummy, shoulder blades together, and lift and hover. And then coming back down. We're really focusing on the upper spine, the upper back, I should say, not your neck, so quite so much. And again, gather and lift. Big stretch. We do want to hold these movements to allow for some fascial stretching. And then come back down. So everything is done with control. Last one here. Shoulder blades together. Elbows hover. Really connecting those muscles along the back of the body. You might start to feel your glutes working. And back down. We're going to add the legs. So 3 leg extensions. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Find your glute. Think of your glute growing tall. We're going to allow that front hip pocket to lift off the floor. And then come back down nice and relaxed. Nice jelly leg. And again, one more time. And gather the glute nice and tall. We're going to think of lifting that hip pocket away. We don't want to be shoving the hip pocket down into the floor. And come back down. Just want to make sure we're getting some really good mechanics. So last one. Nice tall glute here. Feeling the back of the thigh. Perhaps lifting towards the ceiling if that helps. And down again. We're going to combine those movements now. 2 hands back underneath the forehead. We're going to come and gather the tummy, lift the leg, shoulder blades up, and then back down. We'll just do 3 reps. And again, nice long leg. Think of somebody pulling your heel towards the wall behind you. So that leg is growing longer and longer with every lift. So heel is moving away from you. Shoulder blades are coming back, sliding down your ribs. And then we're going to do a few more. We're going to lift and hover that back leg. Shoulder blades sliding down the back like bars of soap. Nice little twist, opening up the chest. And back. On this last one, we're going to lift and hold. So again, long leg, open the front body, twist and hold. We're going to bring that leg out to the side. And back towards the middle. We can stay here if you'd like, or you can come back down for a break. So maintaining that hover, sending that ball out to the side, getting a nice stretch along the front of the body. One more. back down. Okay, so that was for front body opening. We're gonna find our ball. If you don't have a ball, we're gonna roll up that bathtub. We're gonna put it right underneath the ribs. We're gonna open up along the side. So this top leg is gonna be nice and long. One arm is all the way up overhead. Big stretch. Let's do, just take a minute, take a couple of big belly breaths here. And let it go. So really thinking of letting that belly expand and then sort of lifting up from the lower part of the tummy to come back up. If that's all good, we're going to add a little bit of a circle all the way back and around. Let's do 3, because for time, we're a little bit limited here. So we're just going to go with 3 reps and then other way. So really allowing that line along the side of the body to open up and stretch. And then from here, we're going to take the ball away. We're going to go into spinal rotation. So for anyone that's familiar with Pilates, we're going to bend up the knees. We're not in a fetal position. So we are in this nice L shape. There should be a clear 90-degree angle at my hip. My spine should be straight in the back. Legs are kind of at that 90-degree angle as well. This top arm is going to reach out on a bit of a 45-degree. So do you notice how I'm rolling forward? I'm reaching that arm as far forward as I can. Big inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to reach and pendulum the arm back, palm turns to face the ceiling. We're going to come all the way to the other corner, the other 45-degree angle, big inhale. And then exhale, we're going to turn the palm down. So I call this spreading the peanut butter or spreading the icing. Hit that 45. Inhale, palm faces up. We're really, again, opening up with this rotation here. And then forward again. We're going to reach that top leg long. We're going to add some more stretch. So this top leg is going to start off reaching back at a hover. It's not on the floor. It's just maybe 6 inches off. From here, we're going to pendulum the arm back, palm faces up, but the leg is going to go forward to counterbalance. So it's sort of like 2 pendulums going in opposite directions, palm faces down to come forward again. Big inhale. And then exhale, palm faces up. Big, 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 big stretch. Think of those ribs here, fanning open with every breath. We're really going to think of really gapping as we fill the space. Those lungs are like balloons. One more, last one. And then back again. I've probably done more than 3 reps. I know I've done more than 3 reps, but that's just because it feels so good. I love this one. It's such a favorite. Okay, so we're going to go on to the other side really, really quickly. Open up here. This is going to be a lot shorter than I originally planned. So we're going to circle. Let's do 3 circles. Take away the ball. Right. So we are spreading this peanut butter. We're going to add the leg now. So reaching forward, top leg is hovering off at that angle. 2 pendulums going in opposite directions. Big stretch for those ribs. Think of those ribs really reaching away from the top of the hip crest. So we're making space from the lowest rib to the top part of that hip bone. Reach and stretch. Good. And last one here. Good. And forward. Big inhale. We're going to go into side sitting. So we're going to sit up with the bottom leg bent, the top leg nice and long here. And this is sort of a side bend. It's a take on, it's not exactly classical side bend, but my hand is in line with this front knee. So from here, we're going to think of contracting up the ribs. We're going to lift the hip bone over the knee. So my hip is coming forward towards the camera to get over the knee. We're really contracting. Now we're closing the ribs on this side. Big, big stretch on the upper side. And then back down. We are pressing the floor away, reaching that hip over the front knee, opening up the front of the hip here, contracting here, opening here. Big, big stretch, and then back down. If you want to add a twist, we can come up, hit your position, And then we're going to reach through. We're going to thread the arm through and then up towards the ceiling and then through underneath again. Let's do one more because we're running out of time. Sorry, guys. And then the other side. So setting up again, bottom leg is bent. The hand that's on the floor is in line with that knee. This top leg is nice and long out to the side. We're nice and wide through the collarbones. We're going to come up. This hip comes forward towards the camera, over that knee. Big, big stretch. Contract the low tummy on the lower side and then back down. And again, bring the body forward and over the knee and back down again. And one more. We're going to hold this one and thread it through and up and thread and up and thread and up. Okay, so we're going to move on to, we're going to do reverse sit-ups. Everything's going to be super fast, guys, but we're going to do this well. So quality over quantity. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to find the low tummy. We're going to scoop. So for anyone that's familiar, we're doing that reverse sit-up. We're coming down, rounding off the sit bones, deepening the low tummy, and then coming back up nice and tall. So nice inhale here, and then exhale, scoop, and come back down. If you want to take an athletic breath while you're here, you absolutely can. And then come back up, big inhale, and then down. If you want to make this harder, we're going to take a ball, stick it underneath one foot, and come back through. So when we're here, it's harder because now I'm going to be really light with my foot on that ball. I'm going to make my abs take more load instead of letting it rest on the floor. Other side. So come on down and then up and then down again. Make sure we're scooping, really zippering up from that pubic bone up towards the belly button. How's everyone doing? Does anybody have questions? And back up, nice straight spine. From here, we're going to go into a twist with rollback. So we're going to start off with a bow and arrow. We're going to roll back, scoop, up tall to twist, other way. And roll back, scoop. I call this bow and arrow water ski. So we're water skiing, and we're going to pull the bow and arrow, and then we're going to water ski. I've never been water skiing, guys. I'm just making it up. We're going to pull the bow and arrow, and then round, scoop, gapping the vertebrae in the back, right? So the spine is going from straight to C shape. One more here. Good. So we're going to just wrap up super fast with one of my favorite 4-point exercises. We're going to take the ball. We're going to put it between the knees. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to think of squeezing that ball. We're going to lift one knee off the floor and then put it back down and lift the other knee off the floor. We're going to make sure that the thigh bones stay perpendicular to the floor at all times. We don't want to let the hips shift side to side. So this is called leg eel. But my name for it is actually Play-Doh snake. So if your ball is like a big ball of Play-Doh and you're trying to make a snake with your thighs, you're just squishing it around side to side. So if you've got the hang of that, we're going to take those toes, tuck them underneath. We're going to hover the knees off the floor. We're going to think of those thigh bones moving up and down in parallel, like pistons. Squeeze, find that pelvic floor, find that deep core. We're getting some really great scapular work here. So our scapula muscles actually connect to our abs, guys. They connect to our obliques, those serratus muscles. So if we can get our serratus to help, oh my gosh, so much better. So we're going to make sure we're using those inner thigh muscles because those help our pelvic floor muscles. We're going to make sure that everything is staying parallel, and it's such a burn. I hope you guys feel a little bit of work there. So we really want to make sure we're finding those low tummy muscles when we're doing these exercises. If you feel like you're not and it's too much back, then just take a step back and reset.
If you found that Pilates mini workout to be encouraging and helped you build confidence about your body and helped you realize that, oh my God, my belly doesn't hurt doing Pilates after C-section, then please comment down below that you want more videos like this. That's the only way I'll know that this is something you want. So comment below, more Pilates, and I'll make sure it happens.